Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to head over to the job site and we're going to go install the kitchen island. Now keep in mind, I tried to get the best angles that I possibly could while I'm installing this. The kitchen was a little tight, especially once the island went in. I didn't really have a chance to get great positioning on the angles of the camera, but I think I did a pretty good job. So come on and join me at the job site and we'll go install this kitchen island. Alright everybody, so we're here in the client's home in the kitchen and I have the island positioned where they want it to be. And I made sure that I'm actually more than 41 inches away from all the counters, and we have plenty of room to open the dishwasher and the stove and all the other cabinet doors and drawers. So what I'm doing here is I'm installing the separate external toe kick that I made. The cabinets are going to sit on this, so I'm going to affix that to the outer base of the carcass of the island. And one of the most important things you need to worry about here is checking level as you go, as you screw it in. If it's not level, you need to shim it. Now I got lucky, they just did the tile floors and everything was perfectly level. So now the cabinets will sit on this external toe kick, and since that is all level, it's going to make everything level, and I'm going to check plumb, and then we're going to shim it if we need to. Once I have the cabinet in the position I want, I clamp it together so that the outer frames of the cabinet and the side column, it actually looks like it's one piece, but there is a seam there. It's very hard to see, but it came together perfectly. I have it nice and level. I checked plumb, and I'm just going to screw it together from the inside behind the drawers so that I could hide all the screws. And now to affix it from the bottom, I'm going to screw it in behind the hinges so that those screws on the inside are also hidden. After I install the first cabinet, I start to install the rest of the series of cabinets. And you can see as I spin this cabinet here, I trimmed out the end with moldings to match the doors and drawers, and that just gives it a nice finished look of having an end panel. And once I have this cabinet flushed up against that other cabinet where I want it, I'll just check level and plumb, clamp it together, and attach it with screws. Once I'm happy with the location, I'll just pull the drawer out and I'll attach it with the screws from behind the drawer so they'll be completely hidden inside the cabinet. Now the middle cabinet, that has no drawer, it's just a larger door, that's going to be for pots and pans, and I'm going to install that in the same manner, checking level and plumb as I go, screwing it to the other cabinet box. Quick pro tip, make sure that you can open all your appliance doors and cabinet drawers and everything before you install the island in permanent position. And like 99% of the other jobs that I do, I take my oldest son along with me, and he's going to help me slide that last cabinet right in place. We can finesse it in there without damaging any of the finish. And now to really tie everything together, I'll screw that cabinet into the other column, and then I'll also screw that into the middle cabinet. This way, the whole island will be locked together as one unit. Now here's another quick pro tip. Before you install the drawer fronts, make sure you go around and readjust the hinges of every door so that you have the perfect reveal. That's going to make it so easy to install the drawer fronts just by using a spacer block after you have those cabinet doors with the perfect reveal. And now my quick and dirty method for installing the drawer fronts. So after I have the perfect reveal set on the hinge adjustments on the doors, I take my pocket rule and I remove the edge guide, and the pocket rule is 4 millimeters thick. That's the exact reveal that I want around between the doors and the drawers. So what I do is lay that on top of the cabinet door, and that's why I told you have to adjust it perfectly, and then I just drop the drawer front right on top of the pocket rule. I'll line up my outer edges of the drawer with the door, and then I'll just reach into the top of the cabinet and screw the drawer front in from the inside. After I get at least 2 or 3 screws in, I'll just remove my spacer, pull the drawer all the way out, and then get a couple more screws. Now I'm just going to do a quick walk around here and show you the full effect of the island in the kitchen. Now the lighting was a little dim in there, and I try to have the camera adjust so some of the shots got a little blurred out when I was trying to show you the level, but I was able to focus in this side of it right here, and you can see all the storage that they're going to have. Now I can finally focus, and you can see that everything is dead level. And that's really, you know, the job of a good installed floor as well, because I really didn't have to shim anything. You can see the finish has a little antique glaze around the corbels and all the moldings. Just adds a really nice touch. Okay, so that was a really fun build and a fun install. Hope you guys enjoyed the series. A couple of you guys questioned whether or not I was going to get that thing out of my shop. Just remember, I always take into account everything I do before it has to go somewhere. So you've seen that I built the cabinets obviously in just separate boxes, and that's easy to transport. And the island, I knew the island part, the carcass, that L shape, I knew that it would be minimal work if I can get that piece together and do all the base work and trim and everything all in one shot. So when I painted it and everything, would be completely seamless. That was also less work for me out in the field, because I would have had to do the whole base install and everything and join and the seams and fill everything there at the site, which took a lot longer. So I took into account the opening of my shop from the basement part of my shop into the garage, and then I also obviously took into account if it would fit in my trailer, which it did. And I also took into account that the clients had huge double doors that opened to about 6 feet. So it was easy to get that sucker in there. So that totaled about 48 inches wide by 70 long. And it turned out great, and the clients were very happy. I thank you guys for joining me again in the shop and out in the field. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely hit the subscribe button. If you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up. There's a picture of a notification bell. Hit that picture of a notification bell. That's going to notify you every time I upload a new video. And we got plenty more work to do. Check the links in the description box for the tools that I use. All right, guys, thanks for joining me again. I hope you guys will join me next time. I got plenty of work to do, so stick around.